Micky Collins, after the defeat against Whitstable, a costly 4 days for you.
I think it's been longer than that. I don't think it's been just 4 days. I think we got a result in the cup against Crowborough, but actually prior to that we weren't playing well. It's we're not going to make any excuses. It's like we've hit the wall. Football's it's a long old season. We know that, and we've got 8 injured at the moment, which there's no excuse at the end of the day, but it's a massive dent in your squad, and to try and recover from that, and it's just compounding. We've had another one today, broken nose, that's got to be reset. So, we're up to 9, and then it's tough. But we're not playing well anyway. But when you take your best players out of the team, including your first team keeper and so on and so forth, it's tough, and it is tough at this level to try and rectify it quickly. And hasn't happened. So we've got to take it on the chin, and boys have got to pick themselves up.
A little bit of a reality check, because you've enjoyed such good times this season, but the manner of the defeats, is that disappointing as well? But
not the manner of the defeats, I mean, today, for my opinion, the second goal is not a bad cross and we've not picked up. The first goal is a mistake by us. People don't do that. They don't do that to us. They don't make mistakes so we can score. We've got to earn every goal. But at the moment, we don't look like scoring. And that's the most important bit for me. And the other night against Corinthians, exactly the same. I mean, 2 home games and not scored. That's just unheard of for us at the moment. But it sort of shows how we are and how depleted we are. And, I've brought some in today to try and bolster that. But it's not going to happen immediately. But fair play to Whitstable. They deserved it today. They play their certain style of football and it works for them. And you've only got to look at their record over the last 15, 16 games. They're doing really well and they keep lots of clean sheets. And that's how it is. But we have to pinch ourselves sometimes. We're 3rd in the league. We're still there. Sheppey have lost today. We're behind Crowborough and Ashford. So, yeah, maybe we've set off at such a rate with the FA Cup this year and we're still in the League Cup. But at some point we're going to hit a buffer and we've hit it. And it's how we react now. That's the most important thing.
And the injuries don't help. As you say, you've lost Micky Dorton with a broken nose, I think, and Corey Holder with a hamstring today. And,
yeah, I forgot Corey.
The chairman's just been telling me that, other players like, French, Ganori, Carnegie, Jack Miles have all got injuries and they're difficult to replace.
Jack Richards.
And Jack Richards as well.
The funny thing is, we always run the risk with the way Harrison plays is that people will target him, and that's happened. And so I brought in Jack Richards from Maidstone on loan to cover that, and Jack got injured playing in their academy. It happens. It's one of those things. It's football, and that's what I try to say to the guys. Look, don't beat yourselves up over this, because at the end of the day, even a team in the Premier League to have this amount of injuries in the last 3 games is massive, and that takes some doing. And like yesterday, I had a day off work and gone and watched teams play and looked at teams train and trying to rekindle and get some players in, because it's difficult. And even if you do get them in, it takes a week to turn it around. I was helped out yesterday by Erith and Belvedere. They released a guy quickly for me. But that's how it is at the moment. But every team goes through it. It's just been massive. I've never known anything like it in all the years I've managed to come that quickly. But listen, don't feel sorry for yourself. At the end of the day, we've had a great run so far. But let's not let the season die, and that's what I've just said to them in there. We're still in a cup semi-final. We've got to pick ourselves up, and we've got to go. And we've got to have a dig in, show a bit of character, and get us back to where we were.
Tell me about Ike Robertson from Erith and Belvedere. Today is not the ideal occasion to come in and make your debut in a team that's struggling.
No, well, Ike really hasn't come in from Erith and Belvedere. He was with Erith at the start of the season. He went off to Thamesmead Town, and he was on trial at Bromley. So I was down at Bromley's yesterday, and he's training with the first team, and he needs to get minutes. So we've had a chat. He's keen to come in and help us, which, all right, not the easiest game, but he did okay. First half certainly did okay. And he's got to learn how we play as well, which is a difficult thing to throw someone in without training. But he's a good lad, and you know what, he's come in here and he's as disappointed as everybody else, and that's what you need. And sometimes you've got to do it, and then we've brought 2 young lads in from Bromley as well to bolster the bench and give them some experience. They're talent, very, very good talent, and they'll go and play at a decent level, them kids.
So, chins up, ready for the next one, and that's away at Sheppey next week.
100%. I just said to them in there, you can sack this season off and you can say that's the end of it, and we're all dead and we're finished. No, we're not, and we've still got a lot to play for, and we still could give Sevenoaks their best ever season. So let's knuckle down, let's be disciplined, and let's make sure that we turn it round and get a bit more of a smile on our face. We turn up here and we're not a bad side. You don't become a rubbish side overnight, but we've got to deal with it. It's a little blip. It's 2 games on the bounce that we've lost, so dig in, go to Sheppey next week, see what we can get.
I wish you well.
Cheers, Andrew.